Right, phoning time. Hello? Anybody there? Operator?
Brown residence.
Christ, there's enough people
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The
thank
courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
You should probably double check with him because...
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Nah. This guy is gonna solve all of our problems. I can't run inside, can I? Dramatic music for some reason. It's not that dramatic, actually.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
No, but you're working... Where have you been?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Teenagers? You're not that old. How is your family?
So how are Clara and the kids?
Clara, right.
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Okay. Where did the DeLorean come from? When did you get round to rebuilding the thing?
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine.
What?
One that was tossed 70 years into the future.
Whoa.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy.
Nice.
So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Nice. Oh, by the way, on the 21st of October, they're doing IDW, which is quite a few good comics. They're doing good Transformers ones and so on. Are doing a Back to the Future comics series, which is apparently going to do news stories and fill in some plot holes and answer some questions. So maybe that will come into it. No idea. I think they might have counted this game as an alternate timeline after. I don't know. What are you doing in 1931 anyway?
What were you doing in 1931 anyway?
It's going to be something
Oh,
alternate time.
nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
Usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
Yeah, your house. What happened to the time display?
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. He almost never attacks people.
Almost
Not
never.
without a good reason, anyway.
Interesting. What happened to it, though?
I hate to tell you, Doc,
Oh.
but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? How did... He did?
What are you doing in jail, actually?
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Yeah, no. Shame, actually. I found your notebook.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They
Yeah.
can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell
Yeah,
him.
no.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. will deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we saved me from a grisly death in 1931.
I love time travel, I really do. About Edna.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socio-economic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah, it would actually. I saw my grandpa.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Right. About Kid Tannen.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
Oh, come on!
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
And they got married after? No? Okay, well, he kept the charge, okay. What? You worked at the courthouse?
So, according to the British guy on the phone, you're working at the courthouse.
Of course. In the summer of 31, my father made me work as a junior clerk.
That doesn't sound like any fun.
I hated every minute of it. My father was, strict. In any event, you should head over to the courthouse right away and introduce yourself to me.
Right. What does a law clerk do anyway?
What does a law clerk do anyway?
Horrible paper shuffling task, but that's unimportant. Get yourself to the courthouse and find me.
I love the explanation. Lego Dimensions, Back to the Future trailer. It's great.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Would you rather have something about shot or shoot? Is there a saying like that? He shoots and scores. Don't like. Well, the cars are gone now after me getting run over by one. Not that many, but still. Really awkward controls. Like, you really do have to say that. The camera change, you may change every time. Well, the controls of the camera changes. Forward, say, if you're pressing forward, you say going like. If you carry on holding that key, you'll carry on going forwards. However, for example, if I walk to the right and it changes to like facing in front of me, I'll explain later. It'll be easier that way. Einstein! I need. Good boy.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Keep watch on this law. Actually, that's not here. Be careful. Don't change history. I don't know. Right, okay, that's about it. You know what, I'll go around the corner. I'll explain later, like I said. A courthouse.
Whoa. Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Oh.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you.
Call him Doc.
I'm Michael,
Always seems-
Corleone.
What?
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
I gave before to the other.
Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H.
Say goodbye to consistency.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
But what if I want to learn about law? I don't. What if I do, though? Right, okay. Where's Doc? Where's he gone? Okay, this. There we go, that's an example. If I run along there, I can keep pressing forward and I'll keep going forward. But now, forward goes up, and I have to press right to do that. So as soon as you let go of the key, the controls let go of the key after changing from one lane to the other. The controls change too. And it's a bit awkward with the corners. Ah, there he is. There he is. Emmett.
No.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What you doing?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
When will you be finished?
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Great. About quitting early.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Okay. Don't worry. You sound a little scared.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
I've got something important for you.
Come on, Doc. Emmett,
Doc
drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together. And we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Oh. I hear you're working on a rocket drill.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Patient value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
No. I'm a scientist too.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
Sort of.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected
For
to the
goodness sake.
thigh bone?
Amazing.
Better. Tell me about your rocket drill.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No. What am I missing here? Oh, well, no. I'm going to be the inverse. Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Okay, so this could be a problem. This really could. He's afraid of his father finding out he's interested in science and not at all in new law. That's really sad. I feel sorry for him. Oh, that's an example of the controls being... Yeah.
Psst,
Do
Doc!
the mouse thing, but I think
Marty,
that's worse.
how goes the escape plan?
I met your younger self.
Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
He says he's not a scientist.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Ah. Very interesting.
What do I do to convince Team Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
You seem dedicated to law.
You know, your younger self
not
seems
really,
really
is it?
dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
You met her a lot.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
Nice.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure.
Of
One
course
which
it
marked
was.
my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Why is the expo making you meta though?
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Right. I can't think about.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Gotcha.
Brown Estate, Klondike 51038.
What? Okay. Where's Doc? Need to find Doc. Oh, we need to find a lawyer actually. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Come on. Where is he? There you are.
I'm missing here. Or do we take H to stand for Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied
go.
by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Shut up, clock.
Acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of
wow.
the speed relative to the speed of light.
Oh, we got it all. Well, enough.
Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Doc will want to hear this.
Come on, Doc, help yourself a max problem. Yes, a max problem. He's trying to work out how to set up Apple Max. Of course. What the... Oh, and now it changed. It's not always consistent. It is really weird, these controls. Doc?
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Interesting. Interesting that that's what the equation's related to, apparently. Hey, Emmett.
Is that
I'm
even
running into
possible?
a fence.
Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's
Great
it.
Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two.
Or at
The way you
least
figured out how to
years.
build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Planet Vulcan. Choose then.
It's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office.
Oh,
I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I need you. I really need to see your rocket powered. I really need to see
Can I
it.
see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
I need a fully operational model.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that
so.
subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Right?
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
That's nice. So, why a rocket anyway?
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured.
Nice. Have you read The Time Machine?
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
It's a good book. Which I haven't read, but I know it's... why is your rocket made of alcohol?
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, you know, isn't illegal?
Alcohol's not...
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that.
Alcohol's not illegal, but... I mean... Could we use something besides alcohol?
Couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, gas maybe?
Gasoline? Yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Oh, great. Kid Tannen.
How about
what do you
Kid
know
Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Right.
Yep. That's a Tannen, all right.
About
You
Dakota.
have to deliver a lot of subpoenas.
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
Ah. Why don't you
If
quit?
serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Ah.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
That's what the dog's called, by the way. What do you know about him?
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Not Einstein.
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
True enough. Like you. Any idea where we could find Artie McFly?
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah. I need to get this subpoena into Arthur McFly's hands, so he got to jail.
Okay. Close enough, maybe.
It's a good idea, but I already know where my dad is. And
That's
when.
not what... Exactly what I meant. And when. Wait a minute. Biff has got the... his hat, hasn't he? Not Biff, Kid. Why do they always have such short names? Wait,
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry,
boss. Get out of here.
Kiwi?
How about you?
Kiwi.
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I guess I'm here to shine your shoes. Apparently. You're eating peanut powder.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Oh. You don't seem like a soup kid.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
Okay.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
He's my employee. He's very busy today.
Oh. Okay. Do you know when I might find
So
him?
when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Wait a minute. Isn't that Arthur's
Isn't
hat,
that Arthur
though?
McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Wow, that's a pretty bad bow.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
Seriously, hats. Hair. I don't know, maybe dead skin. Peanuts. Can I have peanuts?
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Thank you. Wait, what's that?
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What did you do?
The stupidest thing I could have done. Hey, Scar, I'm missing his timeline now.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Catch. And I recommend throwing it again. Nice.
Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Of everyone. Biff's family always ends up in manure.
Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Thanks. Wait, what? That guy just teleported. What's here?
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Oh. I'm sorry. Make soup.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very
These
big
are
job.
amazing names. Can I help?
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Ooh.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Okay.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I bet he does. What about your other story?
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
Untidy?
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Oh, that's not what I meant to
Yeah.
do.
Very.
Oh? Where?
What? Why'd you say oh where? That's weird. Hi Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course. Because he was a patent officer just like you.
Was he? I didn't know that. Oh,
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
Einstein has gained the ability to teleport. Einstein is obviously a Pokemon. How do I... Whoa, that's weird. ask Doc. Doc?
Psst, Doc.
And he's up. I need booze.
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Well, that could be a problem.
I know,
Yeah.
we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country.
What?
Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
Says the man who makes a joke out of everything. Okay, so alcohol has been outlawed. I have no idea why. I don't know American history. I know the Great Depression come... When does the Great... I've forgotten when the Great Depression comes. Is that... This is 1941. This is after the Great Depression.
Hang in there, Doc.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Great Depression's 1921, isn't it? I'm sure it is. It's probably linked to after that. 1941. War? Maybe it's the war. Maybe to do with the war. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Special soup!
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Interesting.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Yeah. So this place used to be a soup
So
kitchen.
this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not so well-to-do, and no other purposes whatsoever.
Right. Why is the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor?
Fair point. Why is Kid Tannen running
What's a
soup
tough guy like
kitchen?
Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
It's speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the Just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
Can I have some soup?
Can I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh.
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried
Soap.
salt?
Salt? What do you think, it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
interesting. Oh, doing its weird walking again.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Don't want to mess
Huddle up,
Superman's
Emmett.
timeline.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second.
Any ideas we can find?
Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right.
Any suggestions on to?
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Okay.
Eureka!
Oh. Oh. Emmett's got it. Oh. Emmett's done it. So that's the soup, and that's...
What is it, kid?
Yeah.
Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
Good to know. Thank you.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Yes, Marty. Yes, it does. Whoa, whoa.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
There we go. We now know for sure.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
The expression on his face. Okay, now can we go? Wait, Emmett. Emmett? Emmett, So, how's
Emmett.
the door going, Emmett?
Yes?
Mine's door jammed.
That's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch
Sounds good,
somehow.
I'll keep...
Emmett's invention.
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
So that will be good for some reason. Where are we phoning?
Brown residents?
No, Marty, why didn't you just... Whoa, Oh, sorry.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Calm down, calm down.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Yes, pipes, basement, we get it, Marty. Any... What should I say? Yes, I know. Emmett needs alcohol. He moves the rack. I go back in, there'll be more stuff. That's no good though, is it? I don't... So, the previous lot must disappear somewhere. Yeah, because he keeps doing that.
What about those barrels?
What about it?
What kind of soup is that?
It's not it's special soup.
What's special about it?
Soup.
It's,
Soup.
It's made for grown-ups, kid.
A soup for grown-ups?
That's right, kid. Be nosy. See where it gets you.
Okay, fine. What about that?
There's all cabbage soup?
Last time I checked,
Don't you have any other kinds of soup?
no. What is it, kid?
So this place used to be...
What's that? So out.
Soup.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do
Yeah.
tell.
Let's see. Have you tried
Chili
giving the
powder?
soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Nice. It's like a pan on the floor, is it? Keyboard, can we... Oh no, he's not gonna... Oh, for goodness sake.
Okay. Hey,
Roasting soup.
never mind.
Doc?
Emmett.
I mean, Emmett?
Yes?
You suggested yeah. I think if
All right, I think I figured out which barrels have the hooch.
Then what are you waiting for?
He's not just gonna give me a barrel.
Of course. Well, you seem to have a way with people, so I'll leave it up to you to trick that lummox into giving up his moonshine.
We'll
Okay.
score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Nice word. Ah, this is annoying. Ooh. Okay, he's done. Okay, let's try some soup then. Soup. I can't actually have a soup? That's annoying. Barrels of booch leg alcohol as opposed to official alcohol, I guess. This is going to be annoying. Okay, fine. Let's have a hint. Yes, I get that. Whoa, whoa. Baker's wax is squarely on top of the lift. What if it was moved? What lift? Oh, is that hatch a lift? I suppose it's spoiler, but okay.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement. Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
It's kind of blocked off there, isn't it?
Yeah, but what can you do?
That is literally everything. That's a... Wait. Office.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think that would be interested in Arthur's hat.
What are you talking about?
My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
Don't insert your grandpa.
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Right, he's just saying that, not that guy. Like, I was just thinking, you're just walking up to this guy and saying, this hat belongs to my grandfather. Okay, why are you telling me that? Emmett?
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Yes, it does. Tell the world.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here.
No, you're not.
But at least those tables are propped up now.
This is annoying. I can't work out what I'm meant to do here. I mean, the hint, it's telling me... Is something meant to be
Brown
happening?
residence.
Yes, Grand Residence. We get it. Grand Residence. Guy, your solution... Oh. Oh. Now I see. Right. Gotcha now. Guess it's... Oh, it's because around the corner. You didn't do it when it was there. That's annoying. That's why that didn't happen. Okay, that's the missing element.
What is it?
I still think this...
Soup. Oh, I selected one apparently. Whoops. He's pretty unobservant when that's happening. Yep, he's not gonna notice. Yeah, that's...
More soup?
Please. And tell Kid that soup or no soup, he's not fooling anyone.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Yep, this is gonna be...
Emmett,
Yes?
This place is a little dusty from illegal...
obviously this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right, that might explain the elevator. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep...
Right, whoa. Cue ball.
What is it, kid?
You're right.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all...
It's kind of blocked off there, isn't it?
Yeah, but what...
Blind. Okay, I guess we have to talk to Edna. She won't give us soup though, so this is gonna be... I can tell her to take it somewhere.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
By any chance are you having soup there? I know
As a matter of fact, I do know a local...
Oh? Who?
The Stay Sober Society.
the Stay Sober Society.
Yes, we do generally provide refreshments for the Stay Sober Society, but I'm afraid they may not be able to meet tonight. They haven't got a meeting space.
I know where they can meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Bombs.
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
Rise.
Oh?
The police.
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
Ah,
I know.
Oh?
The bomb speakeasy.
You can meet in the speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
That's
I know a place where the Stay Sober
Guess
Society...
you only got
Oh?
one choice left then. The
Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. And the offer couldn't have come at a better moment. It's almost time for the meeting to begin.
I got a book.
We still need to... Problem is, we still need to find Arthur. This is not good.